With the amount of trouble modern-day rappers get themselves into, there's really no doubt that fans are constantly missing out on the latest headlines dominating the industry. So to make sure you're not one of them, stay right where you are, as we're about to take a look into the top news stories towering above the rap game right now. Number 1, a Boogie Wit Da Hoodie is facing time behind bars. First up on the agenda is a headline that has caused rap fans to scratch their heads in confusion, mostly due to the fact that very little is known about it all. We are, of course, referring to the arrest of American rap artist a Boogie Wit Da Hoodie at the Wireless Festival in London. Funny enough, the swervin' rapper wasn't even able to perform before he was placed in handcuffs, leading to his performance being cancelled without even a heads up to his fans. Since the details of the arrest and charges laid against Boogie, if there are any, have not been made public just yet, the fan base have been making their own assumptions as to why the rapper has been taken into custody. All we know for sure right now is that the arrest was made by the Met police officers on the scene at the request of the Greater Manchester Police Department, and that Boogie has already been released on bail. This troubling situation comes just 9 months after the lyricist was arrested following a raid of his home in which the police discovered a number of drugs and guns on the premises. This resulted in Boogie being charged with the unlawful possession of a handgun and marijuana. Sounds quite innocent considering what other rap artists have been caught with, right? Well, according to police reports made public at the time, the investigating officers actually found a grand total of 4 grams, along with some other paraphernalia. A statement released by the department summarized this nicely as follows. The 25-year-old rapper, born Artist Julius Dubose, was arrested following a search warrant at his Demarest home, which resulted in the seizure of 4 guns, a Ruger 380 handgun, a Glock 40 caliber handgun, an H&K 9mm handgun, and a Smith & Wesson 9mm handgun, hollow point bullets, various high-capacity magazines, marijuana, hashish oil edibles, and drug paraphernalia were also found, according to prosecutors. Whether this prior incident has anything to do with the current arrest of a Boogie Wit Da Hoodie, we have no idea. But since the case is picking up, there's a definite chance of a connection. That being said, it's best to wait for an update from the Greater Manchester Police Department or Boogie himself, who has only commented on this situation in a heartfelt apology to his fans. In fact, it's Boogie's latest statement that makes us question the connection established just a few moments ago. In a post on his official Instagram page, Boogie reached out to his fans by mentioning the arrest and saying the following. Sorry to everyone who came out to see me at Wireless London. Police locked me up before I went on stage for something I was accused of 2 years ago. I'm okay. I'll try my best to make it up to you guys. In other words, Boogie is either terrible at counting or the arrest in December of last year has absolutely nothing to do with the arrest at Wireless London. But if that is indeed the case, we have no idea what the situation he was previously accused of entails. Some fans have been suggesting a possible sexual assault allegation that could have been kept in the dark, or the disappearance of a friend somewhere down the line. That being said, these are just shots in the dark and serve as a cherry on top of the already embarrassing situation that has arisen out of whatever happened 2 years ago. To add salt to the wounds, Academics TV went on to post a video of Boogie actually getting arrested, which has gone somewhat viral. In this captured footage, we see Boogie standing cuffed in his white t-shirt, jeans, and flat cap, just as he was about to head out onto the stage. That is all we know for now though, so if you're interested, be sure to keep a lookout for our latest update video, which is sure to arrive once new information is made available. Number 2, Scarface appears to be doing well following kidney transplant. For those of you who don't know, fans of the Houston rap icon Scarface lit up the internet on Tuesday while the Ghetto Boys rapper prepared for a pretty intensive surgery. You see, after struggling with his health and fighting a hard and long battle against COVID-19, Scarface found himself in need of a new kidney. No doubt the resultant of constant binge drinking back in the day. Luckily for him though, his son, Chris Jordan, was there to save the day, offering his father his very own kidney in an effort to help him along. After sharing a photo of himself and his son shortly after the procedure had been successfully completed, looks as if things are on the mend for now. In the picture, we see the legendary icon of rap lying on a hospital gurney, giving a thumbs up while holding onto his son's hand in a show of love. And although he looks tired beyond measure, there's no doubt that he was happy that things went down without a hitch. The photograph, which was posted by Jay Prince, was then captioned as follows. Congrats to my brother at Brother Mob and his son at I Am Chris Jordan for giving his father one of his kidneys. I celebrate with both of you for being an example of unending love. Chris, a lot of people talk about how much you love your dad, but you've separated yourself from the talkers by your actions. We all salute the both of you and wish you both a speedy recovery. Things aren't, of course, 100% in the clear for Scarface as of right now, though. Even though the operation was a definite success, at the age of 50, recovering is gonna be long and hard, especially when it comes to the introduction of a new kidney on the scene, which the body can reject at any moment. Luckily for him, Scarface was able to receive a kidney from a family member with whom he shares DNA, though, making the transition an easier one for his body to accept. That being said, we will have to wait and see what the future has in store for the Geto Boys rapper, who, before being diagnosed with COVID, had zero problems with either of his kidneys. That just shows how important it is to still wear your mask and get vaccinated as soon as possible. In just a flash of Scarface's life was changed. So let's use this as a warning, protect ourselves as much as we can. But honestly, we can't help but feel inspired by this story. Regardless of how terrible it is, it's not often that you find great family values in the rap industry. So the love shown between Scarface and his son is something that we'll remember for the years ahead. Who knows, maybe acts like this go on to encourage a new form of rap artists. We sure do hope so. Number 3, Kid Cudi might be making a bit of a comeback. Last but not least, day and night rapper Kid Cudi has been making waves over the last few days with his impromptu performance at Carbone, the Greenwich Village restaurant in which celebrities flock after the 2021 Met Gala. This little performance of his was accompanied by the backing track supplied by Bad Bad Not Good, who have previously provided the same for rappers like Snoop Dogg, Earl Sweatshirt, and Ghostface Killah. With this jazzy beat being dropped in the background, Cudi stepped up to the mic and delivered a freestyle performance that will be remembered for years to come, which can only be described as a mixture between melodic singing and hard-hitting rhymes. This has led many of his fans to suggest that the rapper may be making a comeback. But considering how he was wearing a custom $1 million chain and pendant at the gala, we doubt this will be because he's strapped for cash. That being said, he wasn't the only artist to grace the mic, while Bad Bad Not Good created the perfect backing music. A$AP Nas of the Harlem A$AP Mob collective also found himself spitting out some great lines while accompanied by the Canadian band. And while both rappers were commended for their performances, both in person and online, it was Kid Cudi who had stolen the show. This was brilliant news for him, especially since he was making headlines last week by appearing at New York Fashion Week while wearing a skirt. Not something you'd expect from a rap artist who isn't Lil Nas X. But Cudi kept the party going then by hosting a so-called intergalactic party in which he rocked out with massive names like A$AP Rocky, Chance the Rapper, Timothy Chalamet, Joey Badass, and Kalani. The man made headlines once again at the Met Gala, which saw him wearing another skirt to the disapproval of both Soulja Boy and Waka Flocka, who went on to comment SMH and Blood Burnout, respectively, on Instagram. Fans of Cudi were quick to pounce on Soulja Boy, who later tweeted a picture of Cudi in his SNL outfit captioned, "What's going on here?" In fact, one user went on to clap back by saying, "If you're out here hating on Kid Cudi because he was wearing a dress, grow up and understand that it's not only an homage to Kurt Cobain, but also him speaking loudly for everyone to be and love themselves for who they are." Whatever you may think of Cudi's antics, from painting his nails to wearing a dress whenever he wants to, there's no doubt that he's been making some massive waves over the last few days. So who knows, maybe fans are correct in assuming that he's in for a comeback. What do you think about these latest rap headlines though? Be sure to let us know in the comments section down below.